Hello, everyone. John Lin here, and welcome back to ExpertGate's exclusive interview series, where we dive deep into the minds of the world's leading academics and industry leaders. Today, I'm thrilled to be joined with Mohammed Shahin Sarwar, an expert in corporate finance, sustainable investment, and the innovative use of machine learning in finance. His groundbreaking research into insider investment horizons and their impact on information asymmetry is shaping the future of financial transparency and sustainability. Dr. Sawa is an assistant professor at the Bangladesh University of Professionals, and he is completing his PhD at the University of Gothenburg, Sweden, with a track record that includes presenting at prestigious international conferences, contributing to leading finance journals, and integrating cutting-edge technology to enhance the transparency in global financial markets. Dr. Sawa's work is truly remarkable. Dr. Sawa, thank you so much for joining with us today. It's an honor to have you here. Let's begin with your journey. Could you walk us through, your professional path and what inspired you to specialize in your field?
Thank you, John, for having me and your nice introduction on me. And it's my pleasure to be part of this community. First. So I started my academic journey with BBA in major in finance in 2005, then 2005 to 2009, then 2010 to 12. Uh, I completed my MBA with major in finance. Then basically I began my career in academia as an educator, and I joined as lecturer in finance in 2013 at Bangladesh University of Professionals. In short, we call it BUP.
Mm.
Then to gain the international exposure, I moved to Thailand and I obtained my second MBA, major in finance from Asian Institute of Technology with a study leave from BUP. During the EIT, I also have some exchange experience at Edic Business School, France. So it's a European experience that I have. Then basically in 2017, I returned back to BUP and was promoted to assistant professor. Then I continued my teaching job at BUP as assistant professor, 2 years, 2 more years. Then in 2019, finally I moved to Sweden for my PhD in finance. And in 2024, last year, October, I obtained my PhD from University of Gothenburg, Sweden. So it's only just 3 months back. And regarding my thesis, my PhD is basically on the inside investment horizon that you have already told, and role in information asymmetry. So basically, it's stock market related topics in finance, and I usually work in empirical corporate finance. And during my teaching tenure, basically I offer different finance courses like financial management, financial institution market, investment and portfolio management, international finance, and other finance courses. So this is a very short, brief overview of my academic career.
Wonderful, so wonderful, Dr. Sawa. And now touching upon your teaching and experiences and all of that. Now, your work itself, it combines cutting edge research with real world practical applications, right? Now, through ExpertGate, what types of collaborations or projects would really excite you the most?
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. Mm, uh, Primarily, I am very much interested at the individual level collaboration, mainly the research collaboration.
Mm.
Uh, because I love to introduce myself as a young researcher, as I have just completed my PhD just 3 months before. So basically, there are some pros and cons as a young researcher. It's like I'm still active learner, so I'm learning as well. But at the same time, I have a fresh perspective. So basically, I'm interested in research collaboration related to basically the stock market and like insider trading activities and related. But it's still like I'm an empirical researcher. So it's not limited to the stock market. I'm still open to work with the sustainable finance that you have told already, or
Mm.
climate finance or machine
Mm.
learning. So I'm open to learn to explore the new topics within the finance or like domain is basically. And my natural research is basically empirical. So I love to work with the data. It's basically big data. And I have a working level experiences like as I did my PhD on the based on the data. So I have a PhD level expertise in the handling the data. And at the same time, if that could, I can facilitate, if possible, I would love to do that. If some like collaboration come in, like between the university to universities, because as I'm working as assistant professor, I can help in this process.
Yeah, and I completely agree with your work and the importance of having that ethical aspect towards finance and having that transparency and sustainability. It's a big thing in this world, right? Making money and everything is wonderful, but
Right.
there's ethics behind it, right? And also now touching upon that. Uh, you mentioned collaborating with the other universities and research projects and all this. I'm sure there's a lot of other experts out there who are keen to hear from your insights too. Now, I want to ask Dr. Sarwar, how do you see your work specifically contributing to creating a positive social impact, particularly within the communities or industries that you work with?
Okay, thank you very much. That's really important question, because we must have an impact on the societies, because we're working for the well-being of the society. So, and this is the like main topics of the fifth industrial revolution that's come in. So basically, um, my activities or research activities, basically, help or have impact on society in the two ways, I could say. The first one is like a direct impact, because through my research, so I actively working on different research projects related to the stock market. So from my research output, research recommendations, so investor community or as a whole the stock market can benefit from my research output. This is the one way. So they get directly benefit from my research output. This is the one way. And there is some indirect way, because as the educator, I educate my students. So this is the another channel through which my work have an indirect impact on the society, because I educate the young researchers. They also the researchers. So my student, through my student, I also have impact on the social well-being, because I teach my student the well-being, how they have to be acting for the well-being of the society. So this is another way through my student. So these are two way, direct and indirect way my activities have an impact on the societal benefit.
Yes, I mean, yeah, and definitely with raising this new next generation, right? The students, uh, that's you say it indirect, but I would even argue to say that has a direct impact on the financial welfare and the financial systems in the years to come, right? Now,
Yeah, that's
Dr.
true.
Sawa, at Expergate, for us, we dedicate 50% of all of our profits towards building Industry 5.0 focused educational programs for underprivileged communities. Now, how can we make these initiatives even more impactful? And what should universities and industries uh, play in this mission?
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah. So you're talking about like three stakeholders. One is the universities, another industry, and another group is like underprivileged the communities. So so first of all, it could be in a two way. The first way it could be like through the collaborations. For example, a few universities there, we know like in today's like resources are very much expensive, like data and other resources very much expensive. So some university, the university those have a huge resources and expertise, they can make a collaboration with the other universities located in the like for example the underprivileged community. So through the universities collaboration, research collaboration, other collaborations, so university can transfer the knowledge and expertise to the other universities located in the local community. So this could be the one way when they share the expertise, and through the local university located in the local community, the local community get directly benefited from it. This is the one way that can do it. And in the whole process, the industry can help, because they can like on a way they can finance that process, because they have to facilitate it, because we know that everything is like expensive. So industry come in, they can facilitate the whole process. This is the one way they can do it. And the another way it could be like the industry come in and they bring two community together. For the university to have resources and expertise, and the local community bring, so they can facilitate and through financing and others. So through which they can facilitate the underprivileged like community. Even like as an individual researcher, if I get the opportunities, to like share my expertise, my knowledge, and everything to the underprivileged community, where the university is located underprivileged
Mm.
community. So I will be love to be part of it.
Oh, that's so well said, Dr. Sawa. And I think your sentiments are well echoed within both the academics that I've spoken to and also the industry experts. And this is the beauty of what we do here at Expergate, because we are not only uniting academia, reuniting academia and industry. So but also with the East and the West, right? Because there's a kind of a lot of opportunities out there, hidden potential gaps that we can work through, right? And specifically that part which you mentioned about providing funds and grants to research, that's been echoed across a lot of the industry experts that I've spoken to. So it's exciting and it's wonderful that you mentioned this. Now, I'd like to ask you now, with your expertise in machine learning, right? You have this background for your research and everything, Dr. Sawa. Now, as we step into Industry 5.0, what changes do you see for higher education, and how can universities really prepare students for this human-centered, AI-driven workforce?
Oh, that's really important, and it's a big challenging because we're transitioned from the industry 4 to the industry 5. So
Yes.
5 industrial revolution. So it's very big. It's a very big challenge, and so I think like universities have an important role. They play the vital role because the fifth industrial revolution, industry 5.0, is basically human-centered, AI driven. So basically, university educate the human. So it's basically they have their very important role in this process. So first, it's like a university. It's very simple. It's like a very easy way to the university need to restructure the whole process, the entire process. For example, if I say like curriculum development, they have to. I know like many universities have already changed it, but many universities need to do that. Like they have
Mm.
to restructure the curriculum. They have to not only restructure the curriculum, they have to restructure the delivering process, how to share the knowledge, and evaluating the students because
Mm.
it's a big challenges because so far I can give an example. For example,
Yes.
nowadays the chat gpt, so
Yes.
like a machine driven language, so people use it. So you have to acknowledge this, like, you cannot protect it, so we have to develop some mechanism so that we can teach our students so that they can cope up with it. So there's like a very big challenges, but
Mm.
university need to accept the challenge. They have to educate their students in a way their student can survive and like in the and it have a positive impact the human centered.
Yes, definitely with AI and ChatGPT, it's like you let you open the Pandora's box, right? Now you've already opened it. You can't put it back in. So we really need to face it for what it is and embrace it rather than shy away from it and just turn your back towards it. And
That's true.
I think it's a very well good point that you made, Dr. Sawa, that with AI, it's now more so than ever. The critical thinking abilities of humans and utilizing it as a tool rather than a replacement is more
Nice.
so more important than ever, right? Look, Dr. Sawa, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here and today and hearing your insights. Now, your work is a brilliant example of how research and innovation can really drive meaningful change. Now, to everyone else watching, you can learn more about Dr. Sawa's work and explore how ExpertGate connects experts to make a global impact at expertgate.org. This has been ExpertGate for everyone, everywhere.